what you're doing. I'm doing it right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Life with Anita. Today, we are going to be talking about self love, self care. Right? A lot of times, I wanted to have this conversation because I realized that there are so many people who struggle with self love and not understanding what that really is. And so today I'm going to do a small video and I'm going to be talking about self love and what that entails and what that should feel like and be like, right? Because a lot of times we are so busy trying to love other people. We're so busy trying to, just fit in and do whatever people want us to do to be somebody else that we're not. And what I am working on with some of the women that I'm actually working with now in my organization is teaching them self love, teaching them relationship awareness. Now, these things are very important for so many reasons because a lot of times people will get into relationships because they do not love themselves or they don't have the proper relationship awareness to understand how important it is to pay attention to those red flags. How important it is that once you love yourself, once you know your self worth, then you are less likely to attach and align with things that are not what you need to be aligning with. Me personally, from a personal experience, as me realizing that I needed to love myself more, I needed to heal. Healing is something that a lot of people they don't want to talk about. They don't feel like they need it. When you do not heal, when you do not have the proper things around you to help you heal, you will then bleed on people who did not cut you. And I'm sure people have heard that saying before, and that is very true. So, say for instance, I have some unhealed childhood trauma, or say I have trauma from a last relationship and I'm not healed from it, right? So, every time I get myself into a different relationship, nothing's going to change because I'm not healed from all of the other things that I needed to get healed from. And a lot of people, if you ask them, you say, well, do you love yourself? Now they'll say yes, because I dress nice. Well, self love is not just about you dressing nice. Self love is saying, okay, I love myself enough to set boundaries and stick to those. I love myself enough that if somebody is not respecting those boundaries, I know how to be alone. I love myself enough that I'm going to sit and if I need to isolate, to heal, to go to therapy, to do whatever I need to do to be a better me, I'm going to make those choices to do that. Now, that comes with work, but it's so necessary. It's so important. So, me, as I'm healing and I'm going through my process and my journey, I am doing what's needed, right? Because I don't want to jump into any relationship down the line and I'm not healed, I'm not okay, and then I end up hurting someone that didn't hurt me. So, the very much importance of you loving yourself. And loving yourself is not just about going out buying stuff and doing this and doing that, right? Loving yourself is having those moments where you may just sit at home and you may be like, you know what? Right now, for my mental, I need to take a break. I need to reset. I need to pray. Whatever you need to do for you. Because loving yourself is so much deeper than just materials and things. And a lot of times when I'm talking to people and I'm like, well, what is your definition of self love? They're like, well, I take care of myself. I take myself out. I do this. I do all this stuff. Um, that is okay, but real self love comes from a lot of soul searching and digging deep and finding out who you are, finding out how you're going to set these boundaries, learning what it means to stick to those, having the emotional intelligence, for you to be able to say, hey, I can like this person or I can like this situation, but the situation is going into my non negotiables of me loving myself and knowing what I deserve and what I don't deserve. So, a lot of times, women or men can get into relationships, and yes, it's good to change in a relationship, right? But you need to change because that's what you want to do. You need to change your relationship because that's something that is motivating and pushing you, right? I don't want to get into a relationship. I shouldn't get into a relationship with Sam. And now Sam has been the way that he's been, especially if it's not, harming anybody, right? If Sam has been the way he's been for all these years, and then I jump up and be like, you know what? Nope. I want you to talk like my friend over here talk. I want you to act like my friend over here acts. I want you to look like my friend over here because that's what's in right now. Now, you have to have enough self love in you to say that this is not a relationship I want. This is not a connection I want. That goes for even if in business. If you have non negotiables in your business and you have non negotiables for the energy and the kind of business deals that you want to do when people are around you, then you have every right to set boundaries. A lot of people hear boundaries and they think that means that all of a sudden you become this mean person. You just are just out there just being rude to people. No. Boundaries are saying, listen, these are my non negotiables. This is how I'm going to deal. And these are things that I cannot, no matter what is going on, whether it's money, whether it's a person, whatever the situation is, whatever is going on, I love myself enough that I have to stick to those non negotiable boundaries. I have to stick to what is going to take care of my mental health, what is going to keep my environment thriving and safe and happy and peaceful. Um, as I'm getting ready to do this domestic violence awareness dinner, which is on October 19th, tickets are available on Eventbrite for you if you do want to come. One of the moments that I am going to display at this event is something that is probably going to have people like, wow, that was impactful. That really touched me. A lot of times, as me being a survivor, right? A lot of people will hear, oh, domestic violence. And it's like, well, that just happens to everybody. No, 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 no. Domestic violence happens, and yes, it happens to men and women, but the effects are different for everybody, right? There's been some women and some men who's went through domestic violence and they were okay to survive that and get through it. There are some people who did not make it. I actually had a woman who her sister made the news, and she contacted me today and she said, I would love to be at your event because my sister made the news recently, and this actually just happened this month, um, where her sister was killed by her husband. It was all over the news. And when she reached out to me this morning, it really did something to me because a lot of times, even in my situation I was in, I would keep going back, not understanding that that is dangerous. Every time you go back to somebody who's abusing you, hurting you, harming you, not loving you properly, not treating you properly, you are putting your life at risk. There's not even a nice way to say it. It is what it is. And as me, an advocate for women who go through domestic violence, advocate for people who experience trauma, nothing is ever worth your life. And that's why I have started relationship awareness and self love classes for people. Whether you're a man or a woman, you are able to come and be a part of this. And that is through my organization, ADE Recovery and Transitional Living. I'm going to be offering a lot of different programs on top of the ones that I already offer because I understand how important that it is for people to be taught about self love, relationship awareness, red flags. Um, how to heal after you experience trauma. So those are a lot of the things that I am geared towards in the year that's coming up and also geared towards right now. So if you would like to reach out to me, if you would like to enter into a program that I do offer through my nonprofit organization, ADE Recovery and Transitional Living, you can contact me at 737-304-2120. If you just need somebody to talk to, if you are going through something, I also specialize in being a ear to listen, being a shoulder for people to cry on, because sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. And I'd rather you talk about it than to keep going through it and feeling like you're alone. So if you ever need to contact me, I am open. I have a woman who just joined one of my programs. She was like, I didn't know where to go and what to do. And so now I have enrolled her in my self-love and my relationship awareness class. And every week we do something to help her gain more of loving herself, to gain more of her being aware of what red flag relationships look like and what healthy relationships look like. Um, Me having to learn a lot of that and me experiencing things, it helped me to go on to say, now I want to help others to learn what a healthy relationship should be, what healthy love should be, and what toxic and unhealthy and unsafe love looks like, right? So that you can be able to decipher the two and make the appropriate decisions. And also at the same time, learning yourself, loving yourself, finding out who you are, learning what your purpose is, learning what is driving you to get up every day, building your confidence so that you feel amazing about yourself when you wake up. A lot of times, people who go through abuse or go through trauma, or they don't have that self love that they need, they don't feel so confident. And so I'm here to offer things and offer resources to help people to have that and to be able to just grow and thrive and heal and live a life that is full of happiness and peace, because there's no price you can put on peace. There's no price you can put on your life. So these new classes that I am offering are definitely something that you want to be involved in. No matter what you are going through, I can offer a program, or I already have it, that can help you to live a life that is happy, that is peaceful, and that is amazing. So I want to thank everybody who joined this live. Thank you guys for tuning in to Life with Anita. This is Self Care, Self Love Saturday, where I am going to be helping people every weekend. If you want to enroll in one of my programs through my organization, you can reach out to me, 737-304-2120. You can also follow me on Facebook, ADE Recovery and Transitional Living, as well as on Instagram. I will be releasing some new programs that I'm going to be starting soon, within the next few weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Remember, love yourself, find yourself, learn yourself, set boundaries so that you can live a happy, amazing, positive life that you can thrive in and grow in and just spread your wings and fly and be amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in to Life with Anita. This has been my Saturday episode. And later on tonight, I will be back with the amazing, amazing, talented businessmen who do videos. They do photo shoots, JFL Productions. So make sure you guys join me later on tonight on my show, 7 p.m. CST time. Don't miss out. See you guys later. Thank you for tuning in to Life with Anita.
Self-love.